What do these teams need to do to reboot and have more success in 2021? We're going to kick it off with the Minnesota Vikings. So take a look at some of the changes that were made. We know Gary Kubiak, their offensive coordinator, decided to walk away and retire. They added Dalvin Tomlinson. P2, P squared, Patrick Peterson is on the roster. They lost Kyle Rudolph. NFL.com has a thing called State of the Franchise. It's a series. Go check it out. Adam Rink asks one simple question. In order to compete in 2021, the Vikings need to do what, Kyle?
We got to look at my man, Kirk Cousins. Let's go. You're 32 years old. If not now, when? You got the old receiver, Thielen. You got the young superstar, Jefferson. Maybe the last excellent year from Dalvin Cook. And who are you going against? Dalton or a rookie in Chicago? Jared Goff, who got dumped and came to Minnesota with his mascara running? Like, that's who you're going against? And maybe Rodgers is gone? Kirk, it's time to be king of the North, my man. I don't know if you were a Game of Thrones guy. It might have been too violent for you. You might be more of a, SEAL team guy. You like some Boreanas, but it's time. And I'll tell you this. You're going to hear it again about the big game thing. There was one person, though, that after you won in the playoffs and finally beat the Saints, which seems like 10 years ago, somebody got up and started screaming on television about how they never want to hear it again. I don't know if they're right, though.
Never want to see this stat again because you know what? It doesn't matter. Show me the new stat.
Give it to us.
Show me the new stat that when it matters, when Kirk Cousins in the playoffs in the Superdome. 1-0, okay? A touchdown and a overtime victory over Drew Brees. Kirk Cousins, you shut everybody up yesterday. Never mentioned primetime. Never mentioned a big game.
What's the record, Peter? Get a close-up. Get a close-up.
We are done with the Monday Night Football stat for the history of it. I never want to hear it again. It doesn't matter. He's won the big one. He's won. All 9 of those games combined didn't even matter as a fraction of what that matters. Kirk Cousins, I am done talking about you, unable to get the job done. Congratulations.
New year.
Kirk Cousins, you the man.
Peter, week 15, Monday Night Football, Vikings at Bears, down the playoff stretch they come, or do they? You're going to hear about it. You're going to talk about it. Kirk, this is your life. Take this thing over.
You know, you see that clip and you wonder how we don't win a sports Emmy every single year, just gesticulating and going nuts with Kirk Cousins jerseys. That's what we do.
Sports Center.
Kyle, thanks for bringing that up. I also liked seeing Nate and Kay so close together. Hopefully, again, we're going to be able to be at the table like that once again. Here's what I'll say. It's not just going to be Kirk on offense. There's a new leader of that offense. And when I say new, he is a fresh-faced 34-year-old offensive coordinator. You know you're young when your mentor in your career is Kevin Stefanski, who's 39. This is the new offensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, it's Gary Kubiak's son, but he spent much of his NFL career learning from Stefanski in Minnesota. Clint Kubiak, only 34, 7 years of NFL coaching experience. Very recently was a safety in college football, 10 years ago. Wanted to be an NFL player, went into coaching instead, and last year really helped out in forming what was Kirk Cousins' biggest statistical season of his career. Now what can they do to take the next step? Or what can they do to avoid regression? I thought what they did last year, considering Dalvin Cook was coming off the major injury, considering that you had a new rookie receiver in for Stephon Diggs, and considering that the defense was giving up so many points, I thought the offense was really solid last year. So Clint Kubiak, we're always looking for that young next offensive head coach. 34 years old, was at the University of Kansas as an assistant wide receivers coach when Kevin Stefanski called him and was like, I need you here in Minnesota. We need you back here, dude. Come back. And he helped groom him. So a 34-year-old offensive coordinator in a very good, wide-open NFC with all these young offensive minds. Clint Kubiak, let's see what you got. You're already on the clock. There's no excuses.
How about that? The Kubiak family, just breeding offensive coordinators. Football minds indeed. For me, I'm looking at one of those guys on that offense. How about Justin Jefferson? Justin Jefferson was phenomenal last year. He was an absolute beast. There was a moment where you were watching him, you said, this dude could be one of the next greats at the wide receiver position. Yeah, I said it. One of the next greats. He put up 1,400 receiving yards. He actually put up 1,330 after starting week 3. Yeah, he wasn't a starter until week 3 and then never gave the position back. So, look, he broke Randy Moss's rookie record. That one stood since 1998. If he goes out and puts up 1,356 yards, which we know he can do, if he does that in 2021, he's going to break Odell Beckham's record for most receiving yards for a player in their first 2 seasons with 2,755, which is a big deal because we remember when Odell Beckham started to light this league on fire, he had the whole NFL in an uproar because he was unstoppable. So I feel like if he takes that next leap, and I'm going to say this right now, who cares? I know it's early. I get excited. It's mid-June.
Go on.
But I'm talking about you go from being a rookie talent, one of the best young receivers in the NFL, to a top 5 receiver, period. Not maybe he cracks the top 10 or he's a little bit of a beast when it comes to fantasy. I'm talking about legitimate. You can't have a top 5 conversation about wide receivers unless you mention Justin Jefferson. If he takes that type of leap, you know who else is going to take a leap? Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, everybody within that offense. So I feel like Justin Jefferson just might be the key to their success.
I love it. I mean, I don't think you can have much better of a year. And I love that you always have a soft spot in your heart, Nate, for Vikings wide receivers. But it's about everybody else, like you just said at the end there. Who's going to step up? Let's not forget this team started so slow. They began the season 1-5, including a blowout loss to the Falcons that is absolutely unforgivable, and there's no excuse for it. And then they kind of climbed back into the playoff race. They were 7-7. They were in contention, and the Bears, of course, took it to the slime zone game against the Saints that you were at, Nate. So they were really close. So to me, it's like, who's going to step up? Is it one of these new guys? Is it the offensive coordinator change Trace is pointing out and all of that? There were these critical make or break moments. They have to go right for them this year. And of course, they're all keeping their eyes on what's going on with Aaron Rodgers down in Green Bay.